This is Laura and Theresa with another episode of Ask Me Anything. This week's topic is why patients go to the dentist. Most people are not thrilled about going to their dental appointment. It shows in the number of missed appointments. Theresa, what do you find is the main reason for that?
Well, I think that a lot of patients think that, they're kind of reluctant to go, or they feel that it's just a chore that they have to do twice a year, once or twice a year, because it's more of a place to get worked on. I have to go and get my tooth worked on. I have to go and get, a root canal worked on or something like that. I hear that phrase a lot. And I personally believe that, we get our cars worked on, but as a patient, I want myself to be treated, not worked on. That seems industrial to me. Yeah. And not part of a healthcare process. So when I go to the dentist, doctor, the optometrist, the chiropractor, whoever I'm going to, I don't want to get worked on. I want to get treated. And so I think it's really important for dental practices to recognize that we're not working on patients, we're treating patients.
Mm-hmm. It's not just a part of the words that they're using, but it's the culture of how you feel about what you provide your patients, that relationship.
Exactly. Well, dentists are oral physicians. First and foremost, there is no other medical specialty that can diagnose and treat diseases of the oral cavity in the same manner that a dentist can. For some reason, most dentists, not all, but most, they just don't view themselves as oral physicians. And it can be for a variety of reasons. Primarily, I think it's because they get really busy in their practices. They're taking every insurance and PPO under the sun. So they have to make that loss of revenue up in, quantity of patients maybe that they're getting seen, that they're seeing in a day. And so we get kind of hurried and rushed through a process. It's just a cleaning, it's just a filling. We've got to do A, B, C and get the patient in and out. We've got 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. And so we're not really taking the time to be the oral physicians that they are and think about how are we actually treating our patients, especially when it comes to oral systemic link. Are we really looking at that health history and treating the patient in that manner? Why are we doing certain things?
Absolutely. So that to me says everything about their mindset, right? So how can a dental practice change that image?
Well, I think the first thing to do is doctors need to maybe rethink their own personal view of themselves and their practice. Hygienists, everybody as well, but it takes the whole team to do this. But it has to start with the doctor, because doctor, you are an oral physician. And I really implore you to embrace that, because that's what you went to school for. And you're very highly educated and in such a position to change lives. We're not just filling teeth or doing bloody prophies. They are there as healthcare providers, and we can really make a difference in a patient's life. So it has to start with the health history review. Most of the time we're looking at a health history in terms of, is there anything on here that's going to prevent me from working on the patient today? Instead of, there's a lot of things on here that I need to discuss with the patient because it's going to affect how I treat them, such as their diabetes, such as their cardiac disease, comorbidities, things like that. The second thing I could say is, I understand that we're insurance driven. I understand that the patients are insurance driven, but we really have to take a step back and take a hard look at that and stop letting insurance companies dictate treatment and stop letting patients dictate treatment. Yeah. That's not only risky for your practice, it does not serve the patient.
Yeah, and I truly believe that 99% of the dentists out there got into practice because they wanted to have an impact. And
absolutely,
when you get run over by insurance and the idea of insurance, you do kind of lose your mojo. And I love that. Take a step back and really think about why you're doing what you're doing.
Absolutely. It makes a huge difference. You're not only potentially saving someone's life, you are creating an environment for yourself, from a mental perspective, because you've set your personal bar very high the day you entered dental school. And that kind of tends to go away. Like you say, you kind of lose your mojo, and I want you to get that mojo back and
absolutely
and enjoy what you're doing again.
I love it. Get your mojo back. That is the thought of the day. Email or DM us to get answers to your big questions in your dental practice.